man behind the technology, with 2 spectacular demos and a lot more good news. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tahir Hussain.
Well, thank you very much. After what Logan said, first of all, I'd like to congratulate every single person who made it over here today. I know you took a lot of sacrifices to be here, especially people who flew. We have people from all these countries around the world. So first, I'd like you to give you all yourselves a big, big round of applause, please. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making this a remarkable history in the making. And I keep saying that for a very good reason. You saw things that no one ever has seen before. So what I want to do first of all is quickly tell you my journey in smart media. And I'm going to fast forward the last few months, especially coming to Malaysia. A lot of you know this story, but I'll quickly tell you what the story is. And there's a reason behind mentioning this story. I came to Malaysia knowing 2 people in this country. That's it, 2 people. And of course, a lot of people thought I'm crazy. This crazy guy, you know. But there was a reason behind it. There were a lot of sacrifices that went into it. Logan spoke about sacrifices. If you're not willing to sacrifice, and let me give you the extent of that sacrifice. My family, didn't see them for like in any of the riots, right, in the last 2 years. Why? Because when I did land in Malaysia, and someone asked me, oh, you know, foreigners come and go back very soon. How long are you going to last? And the answer was, I'm going to be here as long as it takes, period. And it's been over 1.5 years being here. So how do you build over a $4 million business knowing 2 people in a country? How do you do that? That's the story I want to share with you. A few things. First, dream. You want to dream big. Second, sacrifices. You have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice to a point where it hurts. And then keep moving forward till you make it. Because that's what it's going to take. Let me tell you that. Nothing less than that will get you up there. I still remember 31st of December. I'm looking at my CV history. I'm looking at the fireworks, as most of us were doing, and the numbers were flowing in. Why? What they're fighting for? These tremendous people who came on stage, what were they fighting for? Dreams. What did they sacrifice? They sacrificed everything that hurted them, and they kept moving forward until the goal, until the dream is accomplished. Nothing less than that can stop them, because that's what it's going to take. You know, if you've seen the Avengers, it's a pretty famous movie with all these superstars. Or if you've seen the Incredible Hulk, when he's focused, he's pissed off, he's all green in color, he starts moving so fast, so focused on achieving his target that anything that's going to stop him, that comes on his way, he crushes it. Become unstoppable. That's what it's going to take. You want to be there? Become unstoppable. You know, smart media. Let's talk about smart media. Ken spoke so humbly. Such amazing words. Logan was talking about smart media. One of the things, when I came to know about smart media, my first question to one of my uplines was not when the company is going to collapse or, you know, go away like most companies do. I'm talking about 2010 here, guys. 2010. And my question was, will this company actually pay all that money? One of the most generous income plans in the world. And then what happened? Then we got Yopson, then we got pay-per-click, and all the great news that you've heard. What's happening? We are doing things that no other company collectively under one roof has ever achieved. And then we're going to beat them in their own categories, starting from social, networks, games, and all those categories. What does that mean? Why is this company giving away so much? When you open smartmediatechnologies.com, what do you see the first thing on the top center? Working to make the world a better place. How? Can Mr. David do it alone? No. Can 15,000 people in Malaysia do it? Yes. Can the world be a better place? Yes. I'm going to tell you something very interesting. I've been 18 years in this industry. I've seen good and bad and worse. I've met CEOs of companies. I've never seen a CEO like Mr. David Martin. And I'm not flattering him. I'm just being honest. I've told that to him as well. Why do I say that? He's so humble, so generous in paying out, that I'm so proud to tell only in direct bonus alone in this country, over $1 million was paid out in commissions. Wow! And we haven't even scratched the surface. What's the message that this company is giving you out there? Do you think this company is really out there to make the world a better place? Exactly, it is. And how? Not just by words, but by actions. That's what this company is doing. I've seen this team, the management, the CEO, working sleepless nights. And how do I know that? Because when I talk to them at times. Now, why am I telling this to you? Because they're leading by example. I've got a new update that comes one day before Christmas. It motivates you. You know, if you have a management and a team and the CEO himself like that, wouldn't that motivate you? Wow, because they are leading from the front, showing you what this is all about. And why does David need to do that? Why? One answer: working to make the world a better place. That's it. That's it. Believe it or not, that's it. It's not about money. If it was about money, do you think Mr. David had to do all these things? No. He's wealthy enough. He could be doing what he was doing before Smart Media, and that was about it. Does that make sense? Now, that brings to the next point. And I'm going to keep it simple because as Ken said, Logan just nailed it. That's it. But I'm going to tell you something, trainings and all the teachings that you have to do is very important. But here's a simple idea. When you go out building a business, add value to people. Now, this is one of the core concepts of what Smart Media is doing. And it works. It works all the time. You don't have to think about the sales. You have to do what? Add value. It doesn't matter. The sales doesn't matter. The value does. People will forget what they told you, but they will remember how they treated you. Right? So do one thing. When you go out, giving the free program, talking about the Yops and Paid program, talking about ownership, add value. That's it. Is that difficult to do for some people? Yes, because what they're looking at is $150 and cycle bonuses coming in. There's nothing wrong having all of that. But when you add value and have that heart big enough, what happens is the cycle bonuses, your direct bonuses, and all the other income streams automatically start flowing in. Does that make sense? I earned my first million, which is in dirhams, in 2007, when I was in the real estate industry. In 2008, I was already a multi-millionaire. In 2010, I pretty much lost everything. So, why am I here? How did it happen? Someone asked me that after you keep getting rejected again and again, how do you keep moving forward? The answer was very simple. The answer was, dust your clothes when you fell down, get back up, move forward. That's the only way to go forward. And you have to be crazy enough, let me tell you that. Because this world is for the people who are crazy enough. People like the CEO of Facebook. People like late Steve Jobs, and so many more examples out there. People like our very own CEO, Mr. David Martin. And he can't do it alone. He can't do it alone. We'll have to do it with him. That's what this company stands for. When I asked someone, one of my uplines, why is the company paying so much? The answer was, as I said, this company cares. Someone came up and said, I think that was Logan, one of the guys, that every Monday you get your commissions without fail. Wow. How does that happen? Why does that happen? We have technology today, even if we talk about our back office, real-time technology, all your income streams, all income sources running real-time, pay-per-click running in real-time. All of these things where the company has put in time, money, did the company have to show you every single cent? No, they didn't have to. Why do they want to show it to you then? Transparency. What does that do? It makes you believe more, isn't it? There you go. So when you look at those small things inside what smart media stands for today, you will realize everything is pointing in one direction, working to make the world a better place. That's very important. So that's one point I wanted to mention today about smart media. Now the next thing is about dreams. Why is it that I've spent 4 years away from my family? Is that easy? No. I've got 3 sisters. In the last 2 years, I've not been to any single one of their birthdays. I haven't been. Why? I'm not encouraging all of you to do that. I'm making a very, very strong point here. If you have to go out there and build, you have to go and sacrifice the most important things you value in life. Not leave them, sacrifice. Temporary sacrifice. It's very important. You have to go so crazy about it, and trust me, it's gonna pain. If someone tells you a rosy picture for smart media and you can be a 5-figure and a 6-figure and a millionaire or a multi-millionaire without any pain, it's absolutely wrong. That's not gonna happen, I'm telling you now. You need to sacrifice. And what kind of sacrifice? A sacrifice that will pain. Because that sacrifice allows you to grow. Every time you want to go into areas where you've never been in life, what happens? You feel hesitant, isn't it? At the same time, you feel excited at times. At the same time, you might feel fearful as well. When you have these emotions coming in, get one thing right. You are going into areas of your life, business, relationship, whatever that is, where you've never been before. As long as it is for growth, do it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. I'll tell you something else. Getting your first million is difficult. Getting the second and the third and the fourth and the fifth and the 10th and the 100th is easier. It's the first, where more than 95% people in this world fail. It's the first. What do? Quit. Very easy. Anyone can do that. I could have done that. Did you think that I didn't have challenges? You know, I land in Ipoh for the first time, my day one, and I call my friend and tell him, can you pick me up from Penang Island? I thought it's like a 10-minute drive. That's how bad I was on day one, where I wanted to build a multi-million-dollar business. And that's not even a challenge. Challenges come to all of us. The question is, what do you decide? Can you control things beyond your control? You can't. But what can you do about it? The decisions you make shape your destiny. The decisions you make shape your destiny every time. Every single moment. Even the decision you made to come here will change something in your life. The decisions people made not to come here or couldn't come here or wouldn't come here changes the destiny. It's not luck. I still remember when I made my first million, someone said, boy, you must be so lucky. Now, I don't come from a rich family background. I had to do it. Now, the next thing is, if you want to be a pioneer, there are 2 kinds of people, average, above average. Ordinary, extraordinary. You add the word extra to ordinary, whoa, it changes everything. And we all can do that all the time. Do you know that? We all can be extraordinary if we want to be. Not if your upline is good. Not if your downline is extraordinary. You are responsible, not your upline, not your downline. Make sense? If you want to change, everything changes. Today you saw people who were teenagers in their 19s and 20s and 21 who actually came up to get awards. You saw people in their 50s who came up to get award. What's your excuse? You know what we do all the time? We have got this inner voice inside us that when we want to go out of our comfort zone, it comes and says, you know what, you can't do it. Are you crazy? The six-figure income earner is for someone else, not for you. You don't have that, and you don't have that, and you don't have that, and you can't do that, and that won't happen. I don't speak Bahasa. I don't speak Chinese. I don't even speak Tamil. Yet, today, smart media presentation, smart media opportunity is shared in all these languages. You can't get through, find a way to go around it. That's very important. So, when you leave from here, there's something very important you need to do, ladies and gentlemen. There is one right, and I think I'm right about it, one right that we are taking away from you today. When all of you walk out from here. And that right is that from the time you walk out of the door, you won't have the right to say in your life again that you were never given a chance to be financially free. You were never given a chance to achieve your dreams. Because that right is taken away from you. What will change when you go out? The decision, the actions that you take. That's it. You can be average. Someone like me is allergic to average. Why? So someone told me, that's pretty rude. I said, no, it's not. I am. I'm just talking about myself. That's one of my standards. When you go out, change your standards. Change your standards. You know, this is what I believe in. You have achieved in your life what you have achieved based on the decisions you've taken in the past. You know, you can look back at your past and see what? You can look and say, wow, that was me. You know, did you surprise yourself ever? Many times, isn't it? That was me. Did you embarrass yourself at times? Yes, that was you. Right? Now, if you're one of those people who start pointing fingers, oh no, the company is not good. I know people who keep changing companies thinking that they will become millionaires. I've got bad news for them. So here's what you need to do. Make the decision. The decisions you made in the past brought you here. I could have left after a month. I had a 30-day tourist visa. I could have left after 30 days. I didn't. What did we do in 30 days? First 30 days. Pretty good. First 45 days, we had 250 people in the business. And I don't say this because I'm good. I say this because the opportunity, the company is that big. Think about that. But here's the important thing. The decisions you make today, not tomorrow morning, today, will change your future, will change your destiny. That's whose choice? Your choice. I knew a lot of people who said pay-per-click is not out. That's why I'm not doing smart media. Did you see any of those people up on stage today? The pay-per-click was out last year. Right? So you can come up with all the excuses in the world you want to, or buckle up, get ready, do it. Well, what you saw today was some great people coming up on stage, their success stories, right? That's great. But go back, study the challenges they went through to reach where they were. That's very important. Because without those challenges, you know what we usually do is we look at someone there, we idolize them, wow. And we look at ourselves there and we're like, oh, wow. Too much of a gap. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. The gap was never there. In fact, some of the people who came up on stage had worse lives than what you have had. What's your excuse? The excuses that you keep giving to yourself. So make the decisions today that's going to do what? Shape your destiny. Shape your future. Who controls that? Your upline, downline, mom, dad, wife, husband? No, you do it. Take responsibility for that. You want to build any country in smart media is open to build. Over 200 countries are open to build. The question is, decisions, what are you going to do about it? What are the roadblocks that you want to overcome moving forward? That's what it's going to take. And be ready for the pain that will go with it. Make sense? Because what we want to do, why are we doing this event? Why are you here? Why was Smart Media rushing with their programming team? Why did Ken fly half of the planet to be here? For one thing. For you. For you. For you. This is all for you. The question is, when you walk out, what are you going to do about this? All the people who came up over here, Ken, the company, me, we all believe in you. We all believe in you. Now, this is what I'll end up with. Your imagination. Think about this. In about 15 to 16 months, we did around 4 million plus US dollars in sales. In direct bonus alone, we've paid over 1 million US dollars in commissions in Malaysia. Now think about this. Wow, that's a wow, isn't it? 1 million US dollars, right? How much did you get? Think about that. Now here's the question. 15, 16 months ago, we didn't have Yopson. 15, 16 months ago, we didn't have pay-per-click. Could you imagine? And we just started with 2 people in a strange country where I didn't know what nasi lemak meant. Think about that. Could you imagine what 15,000 strong people in Malaysia not only can do in Malaysia, what can you do in this region? Wow. If 2 can give that, what will 15,000 give? What will 15,000 proud Yopson owners will give in this region with what we showed you today? I don't want to get into that, but all those things with you. This is the year of the millionaires. Doubt it? Do it. Your choice. So when you leave out from here, that's what I want to share with you. Make the decision. Grow out. Grow out of what you are today. No matter where you are, you think you're at the best of your game, you can always get better. It never stops. Grow out. Do it. All right? With that, what I'll do is pass it back over to you. Thank you very much for this. God bless you all.